going to use the term life, there was none. It was a series, it's like 17 years of homelessness, alcohol and drug addiction. I was in and out of rehabs, in and out of psychiatric treatment centers, a lot of time on the street.
When John first came, I remember meeting him for the first time out in the kitchen area, and he was looking around. He was just looking around, and he was like, "This is amazing." He said, "I'm so thankful. This is amazing. I can't believe I'm here."
I couldn't stop the gratitude. I was like, "You got to be kidding me!" Now, I would like to say that instantly I was delivered from everything, and everything was just smooth sailing after that. But that would just be a lie all the way around. So I struggled with addiction, but direct intervention in my alcoholism, direct intervention in saving my life in a suicide attempt early on. That would have been Sandy, and somehow she knew to come up to my apartment right at the right time, and then she got me to the hospital, and things started to change from that.
It's more than just having a place to lay your head. It's more than someplace to call home or having an address where you can get your Social Security check. It's more than that. And so I think once people get here, they get connected to services, then that's when the change starts. That's when the real living starts.
There is an amazing amount of grace here because they know people struggle. They know people struggle. They know I struggle, but they know because they're consistent every day. You have the same people helping you every day. Relationships start to build. All right? Permanent supportive housing. I ask myself, why me? Why me? Why am I in this chair? Why am I in my dream job? How did I get to go to school? And part of it is they changed my mentality. They helped my mentality. They showed me compassion when I needed it. They showed me no judgment, period. They might have shook their head a couple of times like, "Hey, dummy, you should stop doing that." But they never said that to me because I would say that to myself anyway. But that's the model that works. That's it. I didn't know how to live life. I didn't know anything about how to live life. I know how to exist. I knew how to survive. I knew how to endure. Through this place and these people, I learned how to live.
We are helping them live. We're helping them transition. We are role modeling possibilities for that. And it takes funding in order to do these things. We need the supportive services. We need the care team. We need the behavioral health folks to come and walk alongside of them. So I would say, you're writing that check, you making that donation, you're not helping one person. You're helping dozens and dozens of people walk, live, hope, dream, change.
Now, I see life. I have life. And not to steal a phrase from the Bible, but life more abundantly. And I see that continuing as long as I continue to do my part and put my work in and take advantage of every tool that this place has to offer.
The reason that we felt Second Chance Center needed the ARP program is that we had a lot of guys that were coming out and they were getting jobs, but not able to advance the job because they just got a right now job, and it was not anything that would advance their career. We wanted to give our guys a pathway to build a career and be able to provide for their families. We want to put our clients in the best position to succeed when they transition back into society.
One of the things that Khalil and I knew early on is to develop the very best program, we needed the very best partners. and the incredible work that was being done by the DEDO-DCCP team to create equity in registered apprenticeship programs and pathways to skilled trades careers aligned perfectly with what we were building here at Second Chance Center.
The Denver Construction Careers Program, known as DCCP, was really launched in 2019 as a pilot. And the city was looking at a way to try to support its residents in developing long-term sustainable careers within construction. And as we were looking at populations we're hoping to serve, Second Chance was one of those organizations that rose to the forefront of these people are doing great work. They're changing people's lives. And we just want to be a part of that.
There's no secret to the fact that there is a huge shortage of workers out there for construction jobs. So one of our goals of the DCCP is to bring in new blood. And that is why we support bringing on apprenticeships, and especially first-year apprenticeships.
The average rate of individuals that complete year one registered apprenticeship programs across the industry is only 50%. Second Chance Center's completion rate of registered apprenticeship programs in the first year exceeds 85%.
It's easy to get behind a program like this. I mean, I just feel so when I go to those graduations, I feel like a proud parent watching these guys graduate, and it just the word pride and proud just comes out of me. I'm so proud of these guys that have gone through that.
You know, we wouldn't have been able to do this work without DEDO and DCCP, and they're doing mock interviews. They're giving us support. They're helping us build out the things that we need for the program to be successful, and just walking through it with us, you know. So we feel like we have a great partnership, and that, you know, we're able to build and continue this on into the future as we continue to grow each cohort. Each cohort gets larger and larger.
We are just extremely grateful, and I just want to take this moment to thank the entire DCCP team. Derek, Gloria, John, Devante, thank you for being my partners, being our friends, and taking this little dream that Khalil and I had 3.5 years ago and helping us to not only fulfill that dream, but for it to be better than we could have ever even imagined. You're truly changing lives, and we're so grateful.
So my name is Trevor Lindy. I first learned about the Second Chance Center while I was at the halfway house. My life at that time was like, I didn't have a job. I didn't have money. I didn't have like really clothes. Just had gotten out of prison. When I was in the halfway house the first time, I was not confident at all in my ability. I wasn't too familiar with like public transportation. The first time I do feel like I was kind of set up for failure.
I think when you leave jail and you're placed into a place like a halfway house, those places aren't really like, they don't like portray hope. You're really like against the odds.
The second time that I did go through the halfway house, my mind was kind of made up as to what I wanted in life, and it wasn't that anymore. And so I knew what kind of my end goals I wanted, but I didn't really know how to get there, especially being wrapped up in the justice system, essentially trapped, right? There was some issues, I guess we could say, with parole. I ended up having to go back to jail for 6 months. And during that time, I kept in contact with Rashid and Candace.
He stayed in contact with me, called me often, and, you know, just owned his problems and committed to changing, some of the things that had got him into that situation.
Trevor has faced setbacks, as many of us have, but he never disconnected with Second Chance Center. And he stayed committed to his original plan in spite of those setbacks. And as a result, he's a second-year apprentice. He's working at U.S. Engineering, which is one of the best companies in the state for sheet metal workers. And he's a father. And I think just seeing him now give back to the program in such a meaningful way, showing up each Saturdays, both in the classroom and in the lab, role modeling possibilities for those coming behind him, and truly inspiring and reinstilling hope is incredible.
My goals now obviously would be to complete the apprenticeship, plan on trying to buy a house. Just providing for my family right now is the main thing.
Trevor, he had a little setback. He didn't let that hold him down, and that shows resilience. Like, he went after what it was that he knew he wanted, and that was to be a productive citizen in society. And that's what we're trying to teach all of our guys that come through the program. So salute, hats off to Trevor.